Welcome everyone. This is a second episode in the series whereby we share tools that we think they can help you to improve as an investor or as a trader. In the first episode, we spoke about asset classes that are available to South African investors. The purpose of this channel is to speak exclusively about the stock market, but in the previous episode, we said that there are other asset classes that are available to South African investors that are in the securities market and some of the asset classes that are out of the securities market. And today we want to focus on value investing. Most investors are value investors. Well, some are aware, some are not aware that they are fundamental investors or traders. But the key thing is that there is a book that can help you to grow as a fundamental investor. Those who are experienced investors or traders, they are already aware of the existence of this book, and we believe that they have used it before. But for those that have never come across this book, this video might be useful to them. So we all know Warren Buffett is one of the best, if not the best investor in the world so far. Somebody who invests in the stock market. We're not comparing him to people like Jeff Bezos who invest in businesses. So the book or the kind of knowledge that has helped Warren Buffett to become the best investor, his investment philosophy is value investing, but the person that is credited as the father of value investing is Benjamin Graham. If you look at the picture that we have in the beginning of the video, he's the man in the black and white picture. Well, most people know Warren Buffett, so you know which one is Warren Buffett. So in this series, we are recommending books. We are not going into details of what is value investing or asset classes. We just list books that we think that they can help you, and then we encourage you to go and buy those books so that you can get the information. We believe that you will get the information from the books, so this is not to be taken as a book review or anything. So the first book that we want to speak about, which was written by Benjamin Graham. So as you can see at the top there, it says by far the best book on investing ever written, and then it is called the definitive book on value investing. And as we mentioned, the book is written by Benjamin Graham. So it is a very thick book. It has dense information, but the kind of information or knowledge that you will gain from this book, it's about how to analyze a company or a business, mostly using Business Financial. In addition to that, it speaks about business management, like the CEO, the chairperson, and everything. So when people want to make an investing decision, they probably have to decide which sector they want to invest on. Once they've decided on the sector, then they will look at the companies within that sector. Let's say, for example, you want to make an investment in the consumer good, you probably look at ShopRite or maybe look at Pick n Pay. So with the help of this book, The Intelligent Investor, is that you will be able to use fundamental metrics to decide between ShopRite and Pick n Pay which one might be the most profitable investment between the two, because there's no point buying both ShopRite and Pick n Pay. Well, it's better to bet on the winning horse. So things such as dividend yield, networking capital, looking at assets and liabilities, and looking for cash, those are some of all the things that an investor might want to look at before they make an investment decision. So this book, it speaks about that value investing. And then there are many ways to manage risk in an investment. Some people will estimate the intrinsic value of the company and then compare the intrinsic value with the current trading value of the company. And then some people believe that if the intrinsic value is higher and the current trading price or value is lower than the IRC, then they think that there is some value in the company that is yet to be unlocked in the market. Then maybe they might make a buying decision, they might say things such as company XYZ is undervalued, or if the intrinsic value is lower than, the intrinsic value is lower than the current trading price, then they might say that the price as it is or the stock as it is overpriced. They will probably wait until the intrinsic value goes back as close as possible, or the trading price goes as close as possible to the intrinsic value of the stock, and then they will buy. But all that information is the kind of information that you will get in this book. And then, because this book, as we said, it's very big, it's a big book. It goes up to, let me just check, up to 500 pages, but the last page is some summaries of what is written in the book. So for those people who want that kind of information that can help them with value investing, but they want it in a short form, there is another book, 25 Habits of Highly Successful Investors, How to Invest for Profit in Today's Changing Market. I've read both this book, The Intelligent Investor, and then I read this book. This book is just a nice short summary. It's still long, but compared to the other one, it is not as dense, and some of the things are very much clear and are a bit modern, because the other book, The Intelligent Investor, was written many years ago. This is like a book that was written post 2000, I think. So if you are interested in using value investing, but here we're not talking about being either either a fundamental investor or a technical investor. But if you want to gain more insight on value investing, we would strongly recommend that you get both these books. So you can get the original one, which packs all the information, or you can get this small version that covers most of the important things. And yeah, it speaks about some things like people now are focusing on FIRE, which is like financial freedom, trying to retire early, something along those lines. So it speaks about the rule of 72 and things like that. So these are the two books that you want to recommend today. And as usual, these books, you can find them at your nearest bookstore. Our preferred bookstore is Exclusive Books, but we don't have any affiliation with them, and this is not a paid promotion. It's just books. We find it easy to go to Exclusive Books and get the kind of books that we need. And then, as we mentioned in the previous episode, that the main purpose of this channel, we focus on technical analysis, but to help other subscribers and followers of this channel, if they are not interested in technical analysis, what other tools are available at their disposal, things that they can use to their advantage, and the kind of knowledge that they can expect to get from those tools. So on our next episode, we'll start be talking more about books that are speaking exclusively on technical analysis, but it doesn't matter which strategy you use, whether you are a fundamental investor or a technical investor. There are people who combine technical analysis and fundamental analysis to make investment decision. But for us, we only use technical analysis exclusively. But we've read these books, we've tried different strategies, and then we came to a conclusion that the one that works best for us is technical analysis. So we're not saying that one is better than the other. It just boils down to what you prefer as an individual, what works best for you, what you are comfortable with. And then just a reminder, it's this book, The Intelligent Investor, and the other one is the 25 Habits of Highly Successful Investors. So if you have some money to spend on books, we will highly recommend that you get yourself these books. They will really change the way you analyze stock, because most of the professional financial advisors, no, not financial advisors, most of the people working in the financial section of financial market, they would have read these kinds of book at one stage of their lives, and they use the knowledge to make investment decisions. I mean, it's easy because we will share a link to another video that we just watched where they were discussing the 25 investment that benefited Warren Buffett a lot. So most of those investment, the PE ratio of those companies that Warren bought or Berkshire that bought, the PE ratio was below 10. Some had 4, some had 7. So once you know what is a PE ratio, what kind of information a PE ratio give you about a company or a business, and also maybe things like book value, comparing asset, networking capital, all that kind of information, you can use it to your advantage to make an informed decision before you take your money and put it in a company. So that's it for today. Thank you for coming. We hope that you will be able to get these books for yourself. We believe that they will help you. And if this video is helpful, we like to encourage you to click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever we have a video that is coming. But basically, we try to upload the video every Sunday whereby we do market analysis and trading update, and then on Tuesdays or Wednesday we try to share some of the tools that have helped us to become the traders that we are. We are still learning. The stock market is a steep learning curve. You never stop learning. Today you find a tool that you think is useful. Tomorrow you find another tool which might be better than the tools that you currently have at your disposal. Thank you.